Today we're going to talk about the Formless 3 refuges. We take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. That is how one becomes a Buddhist. Take means to turn back. Refuge means to rely on. Rely on the triple jewels as our guidance in our lives. We will discuss the Formless 3 refuge together with the 3 bodies of Buddha, the Trikayas, as in Master Huinan's Platform Sutra. When we think of the Buddha, we might think of Shakyamuni Buddha, who is our teacher. When we talk about the Dharma, we might think of his teaching, his sutras, and the Sangha, we think of the monastic community. But this is the triple jewels in its form. When we talk about the formless triple jewels, we are talking about the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha within ourselves. There's no other place to retreat to because there's no triple jewels outside of us. Buddha means the enlightenment nature in our own mind. Rely on this awakened nature so the evil and delusive notion do not arise. Desire decreases, discontent is unknown, lust and greed do not bind us. That's the culmination of our merit and wisdom. When we rely on this awakened nature, we are at the peak of our virtues. We will not have delusive craving and bad thoughts. Then we rely on the Dharma, which is the orthodoxy, the right views. We are free from wrong views such as egotism, arrogance, and craving. This is the best way to get rid of our desires. Our desires are insatiable. We might be greedy for food, money, or fame, or lust. All these desires rob us of our serenity. We want to use the Dharma to get rid of our desires. We also want to rely on the Sangha, which is our own purity. We have innate purity within us. No matter what circumstances, we're not contaminated by wearisome sense objects and craving and desires. That's the noblest quality of mankind. When we have purity, we are not contaminated by our world experience. That's when we are most noble. We want to rely on the triple jewels within us. It's nowhere to be found outside. It's not the temple, a statue, or a master. It's all within your own mind. That's true refuge, according to Huinan, the 6th patriarch of Zen Buddhism. In summary, we want to take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha within us, which is the enlightenment, the orthodoxy, and the purity of ourselves and within our own mind. Take refuge within means to be in control of our mind, and without it means to be respectful to all others. Now we will discuss Trikaya. Take refuge in the Buddha of our own essence means the 3 bodies of Buddha, the Dharmakaya, the Sambhogakaya, the Nirvanakaya, the essence body, the manifestation body, and the incarnation bodies. The Trikaya is within all of us. This physical body of ours is only temporary. We cannot take refuge there. The Trikaya is our true body. So within the essence of our mind, these Trikayas are to be found, common to everybody. We all have the 3 bodies, not just Buddha, but an ordinary man labor under delusion. He does not recognize his inner nature. He erroneously believes that the Trikaya is to be thought from without. He doesn't recognize it's within himself. So we need to recognize we all have the 3 bodies within us. The Dharmakaya is our essence body, which is the formless Buddha nature. The Sambhogakaya is the manifestation body, which is the reward body or the perfect wisdom. Nirmanakaya is the incarnation bodies. That is my ray. There's millions of incarnation bodies body that's the compassionate appearances responding to sentient beings. It's not Buddha having these, it's us right now having these three bodies in the essence of our own mind. Dharmakaya is the essence body that is intrinsically pure in all of us. Good deeds and bad deeds are from our good thoughts and bad thoughts. Dharmakaya is like the radiance of the sun and the moon, but our bad habits and delusions are like the clouds covering the sun and the moon. We just need to use the orthodox, the Dharma, to put in effort so we can get rid of our delusions. Then the sun and the moon will be radiant. That's our Dharmakaya. We have the Sambhogakaya, our reward body, which has perfect wisdom. It's like the light of the lamp can break away darkness that has been there for 1,000 years. A spark of wisdom that will take away our ignorance that has been there for ages. So it's all up to our one mind. Our one thought of wisdom will break away all the ignorance and delusions. Similarly, an evil thought will spoil our good merits accumulated from eons of time, and a good thought can expiate all our sins. So it's all within our one thought. The power of our mind is incredible. So believe in our own reward body. Then we have the Nirmanakaya, the incarnation bodies. Every thought that arises is a transformation body. That is my ray, because there's millions of thoughts, it's millions of bodies. One evil thought, hell arises. One good thought, paradise appears. Dragons and snakes are transformations of our hatred. Bodhisattvas are personification of our mercy and compassion. The higher rounds are the crystallization of our prajna, and the lower rounds are just another form assumed by our ignorance and our infatuation. So every thought is a transformation body. Understand how your three body is working. It's all within your mind. Our good thoughts and bad thoughts, they have no dualism in its nature, but that's why we need to work on to remove all our negative thoughts. Remove the evil mind, the jealous mind, the flattering and crooked mind, egotism, deceit and falsehood, contemptuousness, snobbishness, malicious views, arrogance, and all other evils. Remove these negative minds, then we are taking true refuge in our own Buddha nature. Evil mind, including the three poisons of greed, anger, and ignorance. Our jealous mind is a big obstacle for all practitioners. We are envious of others' success. There was a very diligent practitioner. He stayed up in the snow mountains and meditated for years, told great precepts, and let go of all the worldly desires. One day, one of his disciples went to another temple. He came back and told the master, "Dear master, your Dharma brother so-and-so has reached enlightenment. Because of this news, he could not meditate and cultivate anymore. His mind is overwhelmed with jealousy." So you know the severity of jealousy that's consuming us. We need to let go of our flattering and crooked mind. At work or in the temple, we might be flattering and not being sincere. That is not in accordance with our true mind. Egotism, we're full of the self. Even when we're doing good deeds, we are affirming the selfhood. Deceit and falsehood. We might be lying or cheating, thinking nobody will know what we are doing behind their backs. But all your thoughts are transparent. If you put all your thoughts under the sun, you would be so embarrassed. So do not have deceit and falsehood. Contemptuousness, that's when we express hatred or disapproval of others. snobbishness. We think we are elitist, we're higher than others, and we have fallacious views. We are so attached and caught up with the world. We don't understand that the world is an illusion. That's our false view. And we have great arrogance, very conceited, and think we are better than others. All these are evil views, evil mind. If we can get rid of them, we are taking refuge in the triple jewels and in our three bodies. To take refuge in ourselves is to be constantly alert of our mistakes and refrain from criticism of others' merits or faults. He who is humble and meek in all occasions and is always polite to all, he so thoroughly realizes his essence of mind that he will no longer have any more obstacles in his cultivation. This is the sudden enlightenment that Master Huinan is talking about. To see face to face, moment to moment with our essence of mind, then we are at once with the Buddhas. Master Huinan says, if we really put this into practice, even if we are 1,000 miles away, we are always in his presence. If we do not practice this and take true refuge in ourselves, even if we are with him face to face, we are miles away from him. There's nothing we should be afraid of. Your situation, your obstacle, we're all self-sufficient as it is. There's nothing else that should be in our way. We take refuge in who we really are, then there's no more obstacles that we should be afraid of. And if we chant the name Amitabha, we will definitely go to the Pure Land that is our own essence of mind. So that's the class for today. Thank you for listening. Amitabha.